Radio strictly for the OGs. Please be clear, I'm doing this for classic hip-hop fans only. I repeat, classic hip-hop fans only. It's where classic hip-hop fans could come and be immersed in the music, the culture, the energy, and the history of classic hip-hop. We're gonna have great artists, legendary artists, lyricists, superstars, sex symbols. I'm saying this is the place to be if you want uncut, raw, pure classic hip-hop. Educate, share with the new G's, unify all G's. Classic hip-hop meets current culture, Sirius XM, Channel 43, Rock the Bells Radio, so on and popping, baby. You know what it is, you know what it is.
Must be ass, cause it ain't your face. I need a tip drill, I need a tip drill. I said it must be ass, cause it ain't your face. I need a tip drill, I need a tip drill. If you see a tip drill, point out. Where she at? Point out. Where she at? Point out. There she go. Said if you see a tip drill, point out. Where she at? Point out. Where she at? Point out. There she go. We throwing money in the air like we don't give a fuck, looking for a tip drill. I mean a tip drill. We throwing money in the air like we don't give a fuck, looking for a tip drill. I mean a tip drill. Now mama girl, you got a friend that don't mind joining in. I'm a tip drill, cause I'm a tip drill. Now mama girl, you got a friend that don't mind joining in. I'm a tip drill, cause I'm a tip drill. Baby girl, bring it over, let me spit my pimp juice. I need a tip drill, I need a tip drill. Now baby girl, bring it over, let me spit my pimp juice. I need a tip drill, I need a tip drill. I said it ain't no fun unless we all get some. I need a tip drill, we need a tip drill. I said it ain't no fun unless we all get some. I need a tip drill, we need a tip drill. I said it must be ass, cause it ain't your face. I need a tip drill, I need a tip drill. I said it must be ass, cause it ain't your face. I need a tip drill, I need a tip drill. Say if you see a tip drill, point out. Where she at? Point out. Where she at? Point out. There she go. Say if you see a tip drill, point out. Where she at? Point out. Where she at? Point out. There she go.
Come on, girl, you know what we came here for. Is you a tip drill? We need a tip drill. I said, now come on, girl, you know what we came here for. We need a tip drill. I got a tip drill. You looking good in them shorts, but they look better on the floor. Cause you's a tip drill. Cause you's a tip drill. You looking good in them shorts, but they look better on the floor. Cause you's a tip drill. Cause you's a tip drill. See, now I would let you ride, but the rubber might slide. You's a tip drill. Girl, you a tip drill. I said I would let you ride, but the rubber might slide. You's a tip drill. Girl, you a tip drill. Toot that ass up, mama, put that dip in your back and let me tip drill. Just let me tip drill. Toot that ass up, mama, put that dip in your back and let me tip drill. Just let me tip drill. I said it must be ass, cause it ain't your face. I need a tip drill. I need a tip drill.
It must be your ass, cause it ain't your face. I need a tip drill. I need a tip drill. Top of the morning, y'all. It's your boy BG. We live back in the lab on Thursdays, kicking off week 8, man. Thoughts with BG on Thursday. That's right. I'm gonna teach y'all how to pick a primetime winner today, baby. Did you know your boy is 25 out of 31 on primetime picks? That's about an 80% win rate. So we're gonna talk about that here today in the gym on Thursday as we kick week 8 off for the NFL, baby. Let's go. It's time to tap in. I need to know where all my tippers at, baby. It's a tip drill. It's a tip drill. Come on, don't act like y'all don't know what the tip drill is. BG here sharing his thoughts on Thursday. I'm going to give y'all my tip drills, baby, the tips on how to win these primetime games. So I got my picks here in front of me. We're going to be going over those this morning before I submit them today. So I wanted to use this opportunity as a Thursday to share my thoughts with you. Don't act like y'all don't know that thoughts are things. Don't act like y'all ain't never read that book by Napoleon Hill called Think and Grow Rich. You know, thoughts are things. Yes, they are. But we're going to talk about some tip drills here today. So good morning, good morning, good morning. What up, Patrick? I see you get them reps in, baby. Good morning, Sergio. What up, Mike Rock? 2023 Gym Rat of the Year in the building. We are live and early in the morning. It's 9:51 on the West Coast. I told you if you 10 minutes early, you on time. You know, we're supposed to be live at 10 a.m., but I told you if you're 10 minutes early, you're on time. If you ain't got to get ready and you always ready, you stay ready. You know what I mean? So let's go. Where them green badges at? It's time to tap in with that tip drill this morning. What up, Hector? I see you. Good morning, Rick. How we doing? Sergio says, let's fucking go. This team to bounce back if they can't get it together. Man, look, we got a great chance to win a game this week, y'all. I know a lot of Cowboy fans still think the sky is falling in Dallas. Everybody thinks the San Francisco 49ers is still the boogeyman from last season. Look, they ain't even a shell of their own team. They're missing all their powerful offensive players. They are dealing with the injury opponent just like the Cowboys. And thank God the Cowboys are coming off a bye week. You know what I mean? Because Mike McCarthy, I think, is like 4-1 or 5-1 or something like that coming out of a bye week. I like our chances against San Francisco. So y'all tap in with your boy this morning. We are live in the gym. I'm sharing my Thursday thoughts with you. Y'all how to pick a prime time winner, baby. I went 3 for 3 on the prime time games last week. Y'all, let's just take a look at some of the picks, baby. Let me give you the receipts because I know a lot of y'all here talking about BG. You don't know no football, BG. You just a super fan for the Cowboys. You don't know no football, man. You just a Cowboy homer. I know it, but I know how to pick me a damn prime time winner. That's for sure, baby. It's a tip drill. It's a tip drill. Look at this. I had Denver over New Orleans last week. Cha-ching. I had Baltimore at Tampa Bay. Cha-ching. And I had Arizona over the Chargers. Cha-ching. That's 3, baby. Last week, 11-4 on the week, 73% win rate. Look, I told y'all my overall goal this season was to be at 75%. Right now for the season, I'm at 68%. I'm doing better than I was last season. We're doing picks and OAT, and I know a lot of y'all live in these states out there where you can play like FanDuel and DraftKings. Well, in Washington State, that's not the fact. You actually have to go to the casino to gamble on the apps and make those bets and stuff. You can't do it because it's not legalized in all those states. So if you're playing pick pools and pick leagues, you want to tap in today because I'm going to teach y'all how to pick primetime winners. We got 3 primetime games coming up this week in week 8. We got Minnesota and the Rams tonight. So let's just start it off by going and diving into the Minnesota Rams tonight, y'all. First thing I like to do is always, I keep track of fantasy football. Fantasy football lets you know about injuries, especially with offensive players. Injury opponent is wreaking havoc through the league right now, and a lot of Cowboy fans are so upset at our team and upset at our owner and everything else that's going on. Nobody's really paying attention. We could get a win this week at the Levi's Pants Stadium, y'all. But let's talk about this Vikings prediction, y'all. Y'all know I like to go to BetMGM. So I use BetMGM for all my over-unders and picks like that. First thing I do is I go to BetMGM before I make my picks, and I take a look at what's the over-under and the spread. The Vikings are 3-point favorites versus the Rams. Over-under is about 48 points. Now, on paper, everybody's just going to look at it at first and say, well, the Vikings should win against the Rams, right? Well, they're only favored by 3, especially after a high-scoring game we seen between Detroit and Minnesota last week, right? I had Minnesota for the win because they was at home. They almost came back and squeaked it out. I didn't think Detroit was going to win. I was hoping they were going to be like the Niners and lose their next 4 or 5 in a row because, they won their Super Bowl against Dallas, right? But y'all tap in this morning. We're going to talk about the latest news about Cowboys, news and notes too as well. So y'all tap in. We got a kicker who had to go to jury duty yesterday. Say what? Don't fret. He'll be in your lineups this week, especially if you got Brandon Aubrey in your fantasy football lineups. That's right. We shared it on the timeline. Brandon Aubrey yesterday had to go to court. Y'all, he had jury duty. It's a felony case, right? Hector says, if you're on time, you're late. And if you're early, you're on time. You know what I'm talking about. Good morning, Carla. How we doing? Appreciate you tapping in. What up, Clifton? Appreciate you tapping in. That's what's up. Checking in. I see you, Flex. Vikings win. Yeah, I got the Vikings over the Rams. That's a no-brainer, especially the way the Vikings defense has been playing, right? Somebody let me in one of my fantasy football leagues scoop up Sam Darnold and the Vikings defense during their bye week. I was happy. I was like, give me that. But yeah, I'm going to take the Minnesota Vikings over at the Rams, even in LA this week, because, the Minnesota Vikings are pretty hot right now. Got a great defensive scheme over there. And for all of the Dallas Cowboy fans that think, the defensive coordinator, what's his name over there for the defensive coordinator for the Minnesota Vikings? Somebody help me with his name right quick. Somebody throw it up there. Flex says probably jury duty for Rashee Rice case. I see what you did there, Flex. Way to flex, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Good morning, Kelly. How we doing? Kels at the Intels in the building. She'll be live with us on the pregame show on Sunday. So make sure you turn on your notifications. She'll have all the latest, greatest practice report news on injury folks and things like that. Yeah, like John Stevens, second ACL injury, out for the season now, the tight end. like the injury opponent is wreaking havoc. Well, Kelly's going to tap in with us on Sunday to have all of the practice news and notes for us leading into the Niners game. So make sure you turn on your notifications. Sergio says that Minnesota game was fire. Yeah, it was. I actually had Minnesota for the win over there. Like I said, it was a stretch. I was betting on Minnesota at home, even though Detroit was red hot. I mean, Jared Goff is killing it. I actually got Jared Goff on one of my fantasy football lineups sitting on the bench. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But getting back to, BetMGM. BetMGM is a free website. You can go over here and check it out every week around Wednesday, Thursday. They put up all of the over-unders on all of the teams. So I used BetMGM app before. I placed a bet on them at the Super Bowl in Las Vegas for the first time. This previous February, I've always stated MGM Graham loves some MGM brand. So I like to promote BetMGM. I'm not getting paid for them by any chance. So just in case y'all know, but you can always go over here and check out all the latest. Like if you want to take a look at prop bets, because one thing is for sure, Kyron Williams will score a touchdown. I mean, I think he's gone 10, 11 games or something, scoring a touchdown. It says best Rams player prop bets today. Kyron Williams has hit the carries over in 10 of his last 12 games, and he's been scoring. So if you got him in fantasy football, that's a good look right there. It's all different kinds of ways you can get your information. And how do I pick winners? Well, I get a lot of information from various sources, and BetMGM is one of the sources that I like to use when I'm taking a look at the over-under numbers, because if you play in my league in OAT, you notice it says total over-under 48 points. Well, we've got a primetime game between the Giants and Pittsburgh this week, which I'm going to get to after we go through the Sunday night football game with the Dallas Cowboys and the 49ers. But the Giants and Pittsburgh play, and if you play in my league every week, you got to put the total points for a tiebreaker. So that's important to know for tiebreaker purposes, right? In case somebody, like we had the last couple of weeks, we've been having folks tying up at records. One week we had about 5 of us tied at 9-5. I think last week about 4 of us were at 11-4. And so the over-under points is what decided those wins in those leagues. And so that's always good to go over there and use as a baseline, especially if you're brand new and you're trying to figure out your picks. Like, don't be making your picks based on, I think a Viking can beat a lion. There's weird ways out there that people pick winners. But the NFL is weird, and if you're not paying attention to the injury opponent, which is a great segue to this next pick on Sunday Night Football between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers, I mean, the injury opponent is wreaking havoc, not only with the Cowboys, but also the San Francisco 49ers. That's right. Brandon Ayuk out for the season. George Kittle tending to a foot injury. Don't know if he's going to be a game time decision on National Tight Ends Day. That's right. This Sunday is National Tight Ends Day, especially on the 22nd anniversary of the GOAT, breaking the record. So if you're up for the GOAT, make sure you donate them stars right now. We got the GOAT going across the bottom. Shout out to my guy, Charles Owens, who's been chasing Emmett all month. It looks like he might run away with him. Like I'm running away with these picks. Kales with some intels. Yeah, we already talked about that. John Stevens out. Posted that on the timeline already this morning. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Let's go, Green Badges. It's time to get them tips in. I need them tips, Green Badges. I need a tip drill. Let's go, Green Badges. Don't act like you don't know what a tip drill is. Let's go, baby. It's Thoughts with your boy BG on Thursday. I'm sharing how to pick primetime winners with y'all today. So shout out to everybody on LinkedIn. Shout out to all my subs on YouTube. And shout out to everybody, especially my Green Badges on Facebook this morning. I need my tip drill. Let's go. Let's get it in, baby. Y'all getting these free tips over here because a lot of y'all, you know what I mean? I think I see some people just copying my picks sometimes. And y'all just change the numbers on the bottom. That's cool. You picking a winner, baby. When you pick BG, you picking a winner. Just like I know how to pick these primetime winners at an 80% clip, 80% win rate. That's right. 25 out of 31 on the season. I'm not just going to tell you about it. I'm going to demonstrate and I'm going to show you, baby. So let's take a look at that. How many of y'all deal with Canva? Any creators out there that use Canva? I'm just going to go through my process with y'all this morning, a little show and tell with you. So as I get over here to Canva, here is Canva, what I like to work with on my all my artwork. Y'all, BG makes all his own artwork over here. I don't hire nobody off Fiverr. I don't hire nobody anymore. Shout out to my guy Edgar out there. San Francisco 49er fan out there in Modesto, baby. When I started out early, he was on Photoshop helping your boy BG out. But, man, we've been in the gym so much. I know how to do my own now, baby. So create your own art. So I'm on Canva. I got my picks here, and we're just going to scoot them up. Zoom in on here. We're going to go to elements here. We're going to pick out the X's so we can mark up our board. So I'm going to mark my picks. So after I get done with the show today, I'll be placing all my picks in OAT for week 8. Now, you're welcome to join. If you're a Cowboys fan in my group, you can come in there. You got to read. Reading is fundamental, right? So I'm going to take Minnesota over the LA Rams on my first primetime pick. Next primetime pick, we got Dallas at San Francisco, right? Waiting all day for Sunday night. New York Giants at Pittsburgh on Monday. We'll go over those in just a second, but I've got that pick in there. Y'all are going to watch BG work this morning. So talk to your boy. Who y'all like, Minnesota or the Rams? I got any folks out there betting on the Rams? Let me know why you think the Rams are going to win. I mean, any game can go any kind of way, especially with the injury opponent, the way it's been wreaking havoc, right? Injury opponent can change the landscape of a team. Can change the landscape of a team and of a game and of a division and conference. CMC is out still, won't be playing versus the Dallas Cowboys at the Pan Stadium. Brandon Ayuk is out. Debo is having some issues with pneumonia and things like that. Brock Purdy threw 3 picks last game. The Niners are 3-4. This is not the big bad bully that we have been seeing the last couple of years, y'all. This Niners team is a shell of itself, and this is a perfect opportunity for the Cowboys to go up and get a win because you know I'm picking the Cowboys. Why? Not because I'm a Cowboy homer, but when I did my picks for the beginning of the year, I had us going into the Pan Stadium winning initially. And I can show you better than I can tell you. Let me get to my picks over here. Where they at? I got them over here somewhere. If you're tapping in for the first time, do me a favor, leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Let's give you a shout out. I'm sharing with y'all my thoughts on how to pick a winner. Here's my picks for the season. Right now, we're at 3-3 going into the break. I had us at 4-2, but we went in at 3-3. So, yeah, it's looking pretty bleak, especially at a 13-4 clip. I need the Cowboys to go and win in San Fran. Yeah, I need the Cowboys to get me a win this week in San Fran, and I think we can do it. I think we can do it, y'all. I mean, they are beat up just as bad as the Cowboys. Everybody's sitting around talking bad about the Cowboys, but nobody talking about the San Francisco 49ers being injured. They over there trying to fire their coach. From the words and things that I'm getting from my sources, it sounds like there's some dissension in Bang Bang area. Niner faithful over there. We got any Niners fans tapping in? Let us know. Y'all trying to fire y'all coach over there? Pflugerville in the house. I see Elias. Alex says, I am not picking the boys joining from Washington, D.C. Why not? Let me know. Why? Is it because you're scared of the Niners? Are you scared of the big bad bully? It's a real deal. It's a real thing. I understand everybody seems to be scared of the 49ers. They are not the big bad bully they've been for the last couple of years. They are 3-4. They're talking about possibly tanking and not making the playoffs because y'all know if the Cowboys go up there and beat the brakes off of the Niners at the Pan Stadium, could you imagine the media that we're going to hear the following week? You know they're going to move the goalposts on the Dallas Cowboys, though. Yeah, it's a frustrating season. I agree, but we still are 3-3. We're 1-0 in division. You know, so a lot of y'all got to stop looking up thinking the sky is falling. You know, you keep telling yourself the sky is falling, but guess what? The sky ain't fell yet. The sky ain't fell yet. Flex says, can Rico get the run game going against a struggling San Francisco team? Well, that's going to be up to our offensive line. You know, we've been talking about that here for about a week or so. We've seen Jerry Jones, our narcissist owner, go out and enlist the help of a flying monkey in the name of Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman started attacking our wide receiver core, in particular CeeDee Lamb, saying that they're lazy running their routes. Sounds like a narcissist enlisting the help of a flying monkey, if you ask me. Let's just attack the wide receiver core, right? Because it makes sense. It's not the offensive line. Our run game is not because of our offensive line. Our passing game is not because of our offensive line, right? It's because the wide receivers can't get separation. Now, I know a lot of y'all want to go out there. Y'all want to agree with Troy Aikman, and that's cool. I understand he won 3 Super Bowls. I understand he might know a little bit about what he's talking about because he won some rings. But guess what? He don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Because this offensive line is the problem for the Cowboys. So can this offensive line get it together for this matchup on primetime? That is going to be what we're going to need to look at before we can establish, can Rico Dowdle get into a run game? I mean, Dak Prescott is almost getting sacked 3 times per game, y'all. This offensive line is giving up almost 3 sacks per game. What wide receiver separation? What run game? But you're tapping in with your boy on Thursday. It's Thursday Thoughts with your boy BG, man. I need a tip drill. Man, I got any folks down there in Atlanta tapping in here today, man? I heard the wings at Magic City are really good. Somebody told me the wings at Magic City is real good. Anybody tapping in here, been to Magic City and had the wings, let me know. I need a Yelp review in my comments right quick. Let me know, man. Felicia says, I feel like our O-line don't give Dak enough time to throw the ball. Well, that's why he's getting sacked at almost 3 times a game. But we want to talk with Troy about wide receiver separation. That shit don't make no sense. That's called a distraction. That's called a flying monkey entering the chat. If you've dealt with a narcissist before, you know what flying monkeys are. And if you're dealing with a narcissist right now, flying monkeys are the narcissist goes and gets family and friends and everything to, you know what I mean, gang up on you and abuse you, especially during Domestic Abuse Violence Month in October, right? They're going to gang up on you, man. They're going to talk bad about you on the radio, talk bad to you at the radio, threaten your job, and then come back the next week and act like nothing ever happened and don't even apologize. That is true narcissism, if you ask me. And his name is Gerald Wayne Jones. That's right. Lacks empathy for others, consistently has problematic relationships, had a strong sense of desire and attention for admiration from others, has an inflated sense of self-worth, of importance. Like anybody that can't get up on the radio and apologize after what they said and carry on the way that Jerry did, you know, after he went back on there and talked about it and called the guy out. Wrong guy, Shannon RJ, he called him by the wrong name. That guy wasn't there. And then he said, well, I guess he didn't show up because he don't want that confrontation, right? That's bully behavior, y'all. That's the old San Francisco 49er team, if you ask me. They were the bullies, y'all. They were some bullies last season, right? When they played us week 5 and blew us out 40 to whatever it was. That's not the same team, y'all. That is not the same team. Kelly says, Magic City is my playground. I get wings to bring back with me. Ooh, I know if Kel said them wings is good, I can't wait to get down to Magic City to taste them wings out. Not following you there, Prototype. Let me know. The media will never give the Cowboys credit. I don't want credit for the Cowboys. You're right. The media moves the goalposts on the Cowboys. The Cowboys is the modeling team for the NFL on how to attract new viewership. You know, when the Cowboys lose, America wins. Because you either hate us or you love us. So if you love us, you're going to watch us. And if you hate us, you're going to watch us. And that's why the Cowboys got 7 primetime games for the season. And speaking of another primetime game we got coming up this Sunday night. Everybody is waiting all day for Sunday night. So, of course, I got the Cowboys, baby, because I had them on my picks initially. I like the way that we're set up going into this game. I think the Cowboys have a chance. This ain't the same big bad bully that we've been facing. And so stop walking around saying the sky is falling. You know, they say that thoughts are things. You attract what you think. Has anybody ever heard that? The law of attraction, The Secret. I know most of y'all seen The Secret going viral. Y'all know what I'm saying when I say the law of attraction, y'all. The law of attraction for Cowboy fans, y'all walk around every day saying the sky is falling. And guess what? The sky is falling really in your life. But it's not falling with this team just yet. So on this prime time between the Cowboys and the Niners, you know, I'm going with the Cowboys. I think we can get an all-important NFC win this week. Let's take a look at the over-under on that really quick. Get BetMGM back up here. Like I said, here we are, BetMGM, Cowboys, 49ers predictions, odds. Prop bets, 49ers are 4-point favorites. This is a perfect trap game. There's a lot of people putting money on the Cowboys because they know the injury report. Let me just give y'all an example. Last week, right? Last week, New Orleans was on a 4-game losing streak. They had Denver on Thursday Night Football. Y'all remember the Denver Thursday Night Football game last week between New Orleans and the Broncos? I had picked the Broncos mainly because I knew the injury report of the New Orleans Saints. I knew that Taysom Hill was going to be out. Derek Carr was going to be out. I knew they were going to be starting the rookie Rattler in his second game They were playing at home. It was Drew Brees night. You know, everything told Saints fans they should get a win. Hopefully, emotionally, they'll come together and get a win, but they didn't do it. And I didn't have them for the win because I knew the injury report of the New Orleans Saints versus the Denver Broncos. You can literally make picks by looking at injury reports, y'all. It's a great way to take a look at them. But then you can come over here and bounce the numbers off too as well. Like I said, at BetMGM, I'll take this link and I'll put it in the comments for everybody so that way y'all can go check it out while you're making your picks this week. But the Dallas Cowboys are 3-3. They visit Levi Stadium to take on the Niners at 3-4. Kickoff is the primetime game. The 49ers are betting favorites. 49ers are betting favorites. Why? Well, because they whooped our ass. They pulled down our pants and gave us a fucking stinky taco last season at Levi Stadium, right? Let's go now. This is great information. Come on, Green Badgers. I need y'all to demonstrate. I need the tip drill on here, y'all. I'm giving y'all all these free tips on my 80% win rate when it comes to these primetime games. Now, y'all want to sit around and act like I don't know football. That's all good. Put your picks up against mine, and let's see who knows what. Let's go. I need that tip drill, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Great point right there. Sergio says the universe will magnify how you feel. Yeah, as you thoughts or things. Y'all never read a book by Napoleon Hill before, especially all my creators, all my bloggers, all my vloggers that are out there. Go pick up the book Think and Grow Rich. Thoughts or things. And that's why on Thursday I'm sharing my thoughts with y'all, baby, because it's all about tip drills. I'm giving y'all these tip drills on these primetime picks. Who else out there 80% pick rate? Anybody else got a higher pick rate on primetime games at 80%? Let me know. Let's compare notes. I want to see how you're doing out there, what you're doing out there. Raw says, are the Lions balling, a bailing, or a drugging? The Lions are hot right now. Yeah, the Lions are the hottest team in the league right now. And I think they're hotter than the Kansas City Chiefs, who recently just went out and got DeAndre Hopkins. You know, the Kansas City Chiefs are even injured. Injury opponent is even wrecking shop on the Kansas City Chiefs, who continue to win by one-score games week in and week out. If I never seen a team in the league that they wanted to push to go 3-0 on back-to-back championships, it's the Kansas City Chiefs. The fix is in, y'all. Like, we up against a real script here. Is MC playing Sunday night? Who you talking about? MC who? MC Hammer? MC Breed? Let me know, baby. If you talk about Micah is a game time decision. Basically, I just seen an interview with Mike McCarthy, and he was talking to the extent that if Micah is a full participant on Saturday, he's probably going to suit up and play on Sunday. It's also a game time decision on DeRon Bland. If we can get those two backs, if we can get them two back, I really like my chances against San Francisco. This big bad bully that's sitting at 3-4 at home, and they got a bunch of dissension going on in San Fran. They're talking about firing their coach. They got players all riddled with injuries. Like, the injury opponent is undefeated. Like, I'm about to do some research on injuries here this next week. I'm going to be taking a look at how many injuries per team. You know, because it's pretty tough even when you got players who got to go to jury duty. And in case you haven't been paying attention, you know, Brandon Aubrey got called up for jury duty. You believe that? Yeah, Brandon Aubrey missed practice yesterday because he had jury duty, y'all. There he is right there. He's on a felony case, they say. But the good thing is there is no court on Sunday. So hopefully Jerry, you know, will gas up his jet and, you know, get Brandon Aubrey, you know, to travel with the team or whatever needs to happen for him to be able to show up. Because y'all know that's our best offensive player on the team. Y'all are looking at the best offensive player the Dallas Cowboys have right now, and I've got them in all three of my fantasy football leagues. So if you got Brandon Aubrey in your fantasy football league this week, have no fear. Even though he's on jury duty, most likely going to see him in the game this weekend because y'all know we're going to need him. We might need him to kick 4 or 5 field goals because we all know this offense is challenged in the red zone, right? That's going to be one of the challenges. Can this offense get going? The Dallas Cowboys, once we get in the red zone, we get allergic to the end zone, right? And then we call in Brandon Aubrey to clean up the job. Well, that's cool because I got him in my fantasy football lineup. And that's cool because if we can go up and Brandon Aubrey kicks 5 field goals and we win against San Francisco, that's a win. That's an NFC all-important win. You know, I want to see every team at full health, but let me just reassure and remind you guys that everybody that beat the Cowboys when we were down, They're not saying, oh, we didn't beat them at full strength, so it didn't count. Them motherfuckers is hooting and hollering and kikiing and ha-ha, baby, when they beat the Cowboys. Because like I said, you know, when the Cowboys lose, America wins. But when it comes to Micah, when it comes to Deron Bland, y'all going to have to tap in on Sunday. We're going to have the pregame show up with my girl Kels with the Intels. You know, she's going to be tapping in with the injury report, all of that. So look for us 11 a.m. on the West Coast here on Sunday. We'll be live with the pregame show. I think Bob the Cannabis Cowboy will be joining us. Shout out to Kels with the Intel. She'll be in there with us before I travel up to Seattle at the press box for the all-important primetime game. So if you're in Seattle, if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan in the Pacific Northwest and you want to find out, you know, where can you go to watch the game, come on over to press box and check me out. My guy Mike Rock for the San Francisco 49er game at the press box. If you're in Seattle, come out there and hoot and holler with us, kiki and ha-ha with us, because there's a lot of Niner fans up here in the Pacific Northwest as we're talking about picking winners today. So I'm not scared of the big bad bully when it comes to the San Francisco 49ers. Why? Look at the injury report. They're 3-4. We're 3-3. A lot of y'all are acting like the San Francisco 49ers are fucking 7-0 or something. Anybody can line up and get beat on any given Sunday. So as we recap really quick, I told you I've got, where'd my sheet go? Oh, got it back over here. Yeah, we got working revision here. I got Minnesota over the Rams in LA. Minnesota favored by 3 points there. I've got Dallas over San Fran, even though San Fran is the favorite by 4 points on the road. This is a shell of a team that they once were last season. They're not scaring nobody, y'all. They're not scaring me. And I know the Cowboys have been hearing all the fan base out here talking bad about them all week long. Yeah, they've been watching y'all on social media talking all bad, watching Jerry Jones talk about Mike McCarthy's play calling, you know, Jerry Jones enlisting the help of a flying monkey with Troy Aikman. You know, it's been a lot of distractions, man. This bye week has been very, very long as we kick off week 8 here. Yeah, you said Micah. Got you. What up, Tanya? I see you. Appreciate you tapping in. Patrick says, Overshown been in my prayers to step up. Yeah, Overshown is still healthy. He'll be there. So, you know, these Cowboys have been watching y'all talk bad about them all week. Not having any faith, running around, talking about the sky is falling. I told y'all, not everybody that wears Cowboy merchandise has got it. They just got it on them. They ain't got it in them. So if you've been running around saying the sky is falling and the Cowboys win, I don't want to hear you talking about, yo, hold up, we them boys. Because even if we beat San Fran, that's not, I mean, we got a game in Atlanta right after that. And then right after we travel to Atlanta, which I will be boots on ground down there for that game, we got the Philadelphia Eagles at home week 10. Another important division matchup. The Cowboys are 1-0 in the division. We might be ranked 3rd right now, and that's cool. This division is anybody's to win. If anybody knows anything about the NFC East, nobody has won this division back-to-back in, I think, 21 years now. Or 20 years. I think it's 20 years, right? But we're going to get to this last primetime pick, baby. It's your boy BG Thursday Thoughts with BG. Picking these winners, man. 80% primetime win rate, baby. 80% primetime win rate. And you know I ain't finna pick the Giants, not the way after Russ cooked this last game. So I'm going to take Pittsburgh at home. I like Pittsburgh. I actually had the Giants over the Eagles last week, but that didn't pan out. I was hoping maybe the Giants would understand the assignment and, wreck shop in the NFC East, but that didn't happen. The Eagles went in there. They got their offense going. They beat up on a sorry-ass Giants team, but I don't like them against Pittsburgh this week. I know the Cowboys beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, but this is a different Pittsburgh Steelers team, especially with Dangerous at the helm, right? So let's take a look at the over-under. If you're tapping in for the first time, do me a favor, leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from, baby. It's how to pick a winner with your boy BG, sharing them Thursday thoughts. Yeah, I need that tip drill. This is a tip drill, baby. I'll be giving y'all these prime time tips. I'm not giving y'all all my picks. If you want to see my picks, you're going to have to join the OAT and put it up. Put your picks up against mine, and we're going to find out what happens. Giants versus Steelers prediction, right? The Steelers are 6.5-point favorites. betting favorites by far, right? 36.5 points. I don't see the Giants going in there and winning unless something crazy happens and they put Fields in the game and Russ goes out and no offense is happening or something like that. Maybe Daniel Jones and Malik Neighbors can get it going or something like that. But I like my chances. The betting favorites are the Steelers, so that's a no-brainer, taking the Steelers over the Giants. I just want to know, is any Giants fans in my comments? Y'all got the Giants for the win this week? Let me know. That's correct. Jury duty is not on Sunday, so no worries. If you got them in your lineup, you ain't got to worry about jury duty getting in the way of your fantasy football lineup or our number one score for the Dallas Cowboys. Great question. Drake says, who else is going to help out CD this game? In case you didn't know, this is National Tight Ends Day, y'all. How many of y'all know this game this weekend is National Tight Ends Day? Do y'all know what National Tight Ends Day is? I think Jake Ferguson is going to have a good game, tell you the truth. Jake Ferguson has been missing. Let's get this up here. National Tight Ends Day, baby. In case you didn't know, if you don't follow me on Medium, you need to go over there and subscribe and follow your boy on Medium, baby. I shared this here a while back. And NFL markets own National Tight End Day game perfectly between two teams. And there's been reports about Mr. Kittle's dealing with a foot injury, potentially not going to be there too as well. Might be a game time decision like Deron Bland, like a Micah Parsons. But I'll take this link and I'll share it in there. Yeah, we got National Tight Ends Day on the GOAT anniversary. That's right. It's also GOAT week this week, baby. Yeah, extremely lethargic in the red zone. I agree with you. Rick Carroll says, not this time, brother. We go dub 21-14 Dallas. I got you. Drake says his mother-in-law's a 49er here. Ooh, I'm sorry about that. Sergio says they don't know who Dat Win is, who you are a fan. Who that? Yeah. I see y'all in the comments duking it out over here. It's all good. But yeah, tight ends matter, baby. I think them tight ends are going to be the game this weekend. It's National Tight Ends Day, so you can expect a lot of tight end action in the league, especially in fantasy football. If you got Sam Laporta, Travis Kelce, George Kittles, Jake Ferguson. If you got any of these tight ends, baby, they're probably going to get some action this weekend on National Tight Ends Day because you know the league is going to want to highlight this holiday. They're going to want to highlight all of the plays of the tight ends. But it'll be interesting to see if George Kittles actually plays this weekend. So that's why you want to tune in for the pregame show because we'll have all that information on Sunday, 11 a.m. on the West Coast. Yeah, place this link in the comments so you can go over there and learn more about National Tight Ends Day. Make sure you follow me on Medium and subscribe over there, baby, so that way you can stay in the know. This is how to pick a winner with your boy on Thursday. We're talking in primetime games. Kelly says, as of now, the case does not require jurors to be sequestered, meaning he will be available for Sunday's game in San Francisco in the case that lasted long. Yeah, we got it covered, I think, on multiple fronts here. Lavelle says, I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys beat them whiners. We got a chance, y'all. I mean, anybody can get it. Shout out to my guy, Dougie Doug out there, Star Status Cowboys Connection. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. Anybody can get it on Sunday, baby. Everybody picked New Orleans against Denver last week, right? I put up a post here on the timeline, and I said, who y'all got? I said I got Denver for the win. A lot of y'all was laughing. Ain't no way, man. New Orleans Saints gonna win. Ain't no way. I don't know what y'all's method or process is, but y'all need to make sure and turn on them notifications, baby, because I know how to pick them primetime winners at 80%. That's why I had Denver over New Orleans. You got to take a look at the injury reports. You got to take a look at the matchup. Don't just look at the team and what they did last week. I mean, you got to do your due diligence, especially if you're going to put some money on the line, right? But another news in Atlanta, you know what I mean? Shout out to my girl Star Status in the building. Lady Vice is going to be in the building in Atlanta. We're talking week 9. I know we got San Fran this week, but I'm looking forward to next week. I'll be in ATL, baby. Any Cowboy fans work at Magic City, y'all let me know, man. I need to link up with them Cowboy fans at Magic City. But Lady Vice will be performing here at 404 Sports along with my guy Starboy. So shout out to both of them who supported BDG content here. Big time BDG supporters. You know, I'm going to be in the building to see my folks. And while we added official sponsor, shout out to Red Oak Builders, baby, building dreams and crafting futures. If you live in Gladewater, Texas, or if you're in East Texas or anywhere out in Dallas, my guy Brandon King Sharon travels, him and his crew travels. Check out Red Oak Builders, 903-445-6439, building dreams and crafting futures. That is our official sponsor for the 2024 Gym Rat of the Year. You see it right there. Beep, beep, beep. Shout out to my guy Red Oak Builders in the building, baby, as we get through the rest of these picks. So I went over my primetime picks with y'all. Like I said, I got Minnesota. I got Minnesota over the Rams tonight on Thursday Night Football. Now, you know, it's on Amazon Prime. So if you're going to be watching the game tonight, you got to have Amazon Prime. Then Dallas on Sunday Night Football. I got Dallas on the road because why? The Dallas Cowboys are undefeated on the road, y'all. We are 3-0 on the road. Remember last season we couldn't win at home? How does that make you feel knowing the Cowboys are 3-0 on the road going into the Pant Stadium with an injury-riddled 3-4 San Francisco 49er team? They are not the big bully they once were. They have been humbled. The injury opponent is humbling, folks. I told y'all there's 4 opponents every NFL team faces each week, and the injury opponent is wreaking havoc, y'all. It is wreaking havoc. If you got questions about the San Francisco 49er game or any picks this week, throw them up in there. Fantasy football lineup questions, anything like that, throw them up in there. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have as I share my thoughts with you on a Thursday, baby. It's a tip drill. It's a tip drill. So come on, if you're enjoying this information, you're using this information, you're applying this information, I need you to hit that like button. I need you to hit share, and I need you to comment down there and let me know. Give me that social currency because I need that tip drill, baby. Them tip drills is good here on Facebook for your boy. Sarah says, can't wait from the ATL content. I can't either. So make sure if you want to claim the crown, like we said, we've got this bottle of crown. Shout out to all my subscribers. If you're tapping in right now and you're a green badge, you want to learn how to claim the crown. I'm going to go through it with you for the remainder of the week. So tap in right now. If you want to learn how to claim the crown, you got to go over to the Facebook page here. You got to go to the top. You got to go to the featured post. You got to pop this reel open right here. And then I need you to put your San Francisco 49er, Dallas Cowboy predictions in the comments. If you want to win, if you want to claim the crown, go over there, jump over to the reel on Facebook. Make sure you jump on there and put your score predictions between the Cowboys and the Niners. Whoever gets the first score right is going to claim the crown, which is pretty cool. So shout out to my girl, Dallas Diva, Green Badge supporter in Virginia. She picked this up for me in Texas, mailed it out here to me. We're giving it away to one of our lucky subscribers. So shout out to River City, Dallas Cowboys fan club. Shout out to my girl, Dallas Diva, the prayers up there. That's called teamwork in action. But make sure y'all go over there and put up your Niners, Cowboys predictions if you have a green badge. If you don't have a green badge, you can hit the white badge down there below right now with a heart for $4.99 a month. Become a supporter. That'll put you in the secret group so you can see all the content like my girl Sarah is talking about from ATL. I'm going to have boots on ground content in ATL. You're not going to find anywhere else, baby. BG knows how to find a tip drill. You know what I mean? I'm going to find me a tip drill in Magic City, baby. You can believe that. Appreciate that, Eric. Jim Reps in. Thank you for tapping in. Cowboys Can Fan Podcast in the building. Joe says we beating the 49ers 45-21. I like it. I like it. I like it. But if you got questions, throw them up in there. As we get ready to round out the show here, I wanted to make sure and go through with y'all on my picks. So make sure if you're in OAT, I'll show you better than I can tell you. Make sure you go to OAT. You see it right here. You go to the pin post. Let me pin that. Where's them picks? Oh, I don't have my picks up here for today yet, but I got the blank one up. Get down to this blank pick sheet. Where's it at? It's down here somewhere. There we go. Here is the week 8 pick sheet. Okay, it is pinned to the top. So make sure when you get in there, you submit your picks All you got to do is screenshot that, mark up the sheet, put it back in there. Make sure you send your pay information, baby. You will get paid immediately the next day if you happen to win. But I like my chances, especially after going 3-0 on primetime picks last week. I like my chances this week, especially with Minnesota, the Steelers, and the Cowboys over the 49ers. But other than that, man, I mean, that's pretty much all that's been shaking and moving with your Dallas Cowboys. You got National Tight Ends Day this weekend, October 27th. We got the GOAT's 22-year anniversary. So as you see, we got the GOAT scrolling across the bottom. Shout out to my guy, Charles Owens, who's in the lead with all stars. We'll have another grand prize up for November. November is Salute the Service Month. We know in October, it's a crucial catch. So catching Emmett's going to be crucial for my guy, Charles. Eric says, BG, it's clear Jerry ain't making any moves, so how would you shuffle the O-line to get our best 5 O-line? They're going to have to play some musical fucking chairs. They're going to have to figure it out. You know, these Cowboys have been getting talked bad about all in the media for weeks now. You know, been listening to fans talking bad about them. You know, we got folks out here. We got previous players out here talking about the distraction at the Star. Like it's a big fucking circus. You know, you got fans walking up on you, expecting you to just drop on a dime and do a dance for them because they see you. It's a lot of distractions going around in Frisco. That's because we got a bye week, baby. Winning cures all elements. So the Cowboys can go to the Pant Stadium, unbutton their Levi's, pull them pants down and give them a stinky taco this week, get a big bully a stinky taco this week. All will be right going into Atlanta. I sure wish the Cowboys can get that win because I need that win going into Atlanta because I plan on coming out of Atlanta carrying that dub back to the Pacific Northwest. But it's your boy BG, man. We've been talking picks this morning, how to pick primetime winners. I went through and showed y'all my method to my madness there on Canva. So shout out to all my Canva users out there that use Canva. But I'll have those picks up here shortly. I wanted to tap in here with y'all on Thursday. So now we got Taco Tuesdays on Thursdays. We got Humping Around on Wednesdays. And we got Thursday Thoughts with your boy BG for the remainder of the season. I'll be tapping in on Thursday, sharing my primetime picks for the week because I'm trying to get to 90%, baby. I told you my win rate right now is 68% on the year. I'm 73 of 34. That's a 68% win rate, baby. Pick you a winner. Get with your boy BG. Let me show you how to pick them winners. I know how to find them tip drills. You know what I mean? But hopefully everybody has a great day today, man. Y'all be safe out there. Make sure you get your fantasy football lineup set. We got week 8 kicking off tonight. Minnesota at the Rams. Minnesota at the Rams. So big time Thursday night football game. I got Minnesota for the win. They are favorites, betting favorites there. And to recap, like I said, I got Dallas over San Fran on Sunday night football. And I got Dangerous cooking them Giants in Pittsburgh because that's a totally different team out there with your boy Dangerous. But I'm BG, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in this morning. Thank you if you gave me a like, a comment, or a share. Y'all know that social currency is all important. Yes, it is, and we're kicking off week 8, man. Keep your heads up, Cowboy fans. We're 1-0 in the division. We're still 3-3. We still got a chance. All we got to do is win division games, and every NFC game we can win helps with our seeding. So all NFC games matter. And I appreciate y'all tapping in because all my green badges tap in. Y'all matter, too. I appreciate everybody here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll see y'all in the gym on the next episode.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.